The one. The only. Mary Poppins!
Yes, Mary Poppins has returned to Cherry Tree Lane to help the Banks family once more.
What brings you here after all this time?
Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the Banks children.
Us!
Oh yes, you too.
But this time, Julie Andrews has passed her signature umbrella to Emily Blunt, whose casting is practically perfect in every way.
Can I just get it out there? I love you.
Thank you.
I love everything you do. You're fabulous.
so cool.
Okay, now that that's out of the way,
Julie Andrews is synonymous with Mary Poppins.
Yes.
But that's gonna be you now for a whole new generation.
Which is wild.
what does it feel like?
Not real. It feels sort of like it's happening to somebody else almost.
I have to ask you about your kids. They
Yes.
screened it with you?
Yes, so
What did they say?
my older one has seen it. My little one is too little, I think, but she just was completely spellbound. She just loved it.
Is it true that John was sobbing?
He did have a good cry the first time he saw it. A lot of men actually have spoken to me about how surprised they were at crying when I arrived, that when she comes out of the clouds, these friends of mine have been like, I did not realize how much I needed her to come back until I saw your feet coming out of the clouds.
playing Jack, a lamplighter familiar with Mary's magic, is Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Congrats are in order. So congrats on your star.
Thank you.
Congrats on the Kennedy Center honor. Congrats on this movie.
Yeah.
You wrote the line, and the world's gonna know your name. Now the whole world knows your name. How does it feel?
Pretty wild. That star thing was crazy. They tell you who would you like to speak at your thing, and I picked Rita and Weird Al because they were my biggest heroes growing up. May I say you look lovely as always.
Do you really think so? Nice to see you, Jack.
Good to see you too, Mary Poppins.
The thing I love about Jack is he's the one person that never doubts Mary Poppins and all of her magic in your life. Who's your Jack?
Right now it's my kids, and I'm trying to hang on to that as long as I can.
I have been a fan of yours for a long time, pre-Hamilton. I'm going back like Freestyle Love Supreme.
Oh, bless
okay?
you.
Could I say something pertaining to the film and you just give me a line, first thing that comes to mind? Dick Van Dyke Day.
Dick Van Dyke Day was the best day because Dick Van Dyke is human caffeine. I just geeked out about Broadway stuff with him because my first role was Conrad Birdie in the 6th grade play, so I sort of went at the Broadway angle.
While Dick Van Dyke does make a cameo, don't expect to see Julie Andrews. Director Rob Marshall explains.
Can I be nosy for a second
Sure.
and just ask you about any conversations that you had with Julie Andrews?
Sure, she said. Of course, there should be a next chapter. There's all this material. And then I told her who was playing Mary Poppins. This is the honest to God truth. Threw her arms up in the air and said, "I love her."
What's the one thing you would want to know from her?
I just hope she loves the movie.
Ready, everyone?
Are you sure this is quite safe?
Not in the slightest. Ready?
When I say believe in the impossible, what comes to mind?
The fact that there is a sequel to Mary Poppins and I am in it.
Mary Poppins Returns floats into theaters December 19th.